All right, you are on the on the shot there. All right, everybody, welcome to another live stream. We want to do some live tissue culture today. Want to work with some plants. We want to do some subculturing, and then want to pour some media. So I want to go ahead and start. I'm running the laminar flow hood. I want to start by sterilizing some of my test tubes and some of the media. Hmm? Oh, oh, hold on. I don't know why it's not showing. 1 second. Let me restart the Instagram. I know why. I set it up as practice. Okay. Copy. Paste. Hello, everybody on YouTube. I'm also about to go live on Instagram. Just give me 1 second. All right, let's see. All right, it should be coming in. It's pretty. There we go. All right, perfect. We are on. All right. Hello, everybody. Un saludo, Francisco. Gracias por los videos que me ayudan una ayuda inmensa. Muchas gracias. You inspired me to do this on my own. Excellent. Thank you so much. Well, as I was saying, today we're going to be doing some live subculturing. So I have some plants right here, and we're going to get those into fresh media. So let's get started. So first thing I'm going to do, okay. First thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to sterilize my surface area. I already sterilized it, but I just want to go ahead and spray a bit more. Spray my my new media. I want to get the. I don't think I need to cut this plug anymore. Going to let my tools cool down for a second. Hello, everybody. There we go. All right. Say hello. Hola, amigo. Muy bien, bien. Okay. So I already sprayed my my test tubes. I want to place those into fresh media. So I want to open. I don't think I need the play for this. Well, actually, I do. So I'm going to cut the roots of the plants. Here we go. So I take my plant out. Look at these roots. Put it on my plate. And I'm going to cut the roots out. I don't need the roots in this case. Put it right there. Take my plant. So I have a lot of water on my media, so I just take it out. I want to subculture a little bit. Want to cut some of these leaves out. So I think I can take like at least 2, maybe 3 cuts in nodes from this plant. So what I do is I remove all of the big leaves. It's done, so I want to cut it. There is one. It's 2, and then I just leave this other part intact. Want to get rid of this, the cotyledon. This is the first leaves. And I want to place those in my medium. Also, you see the plant. There we go. So we have the plants. And I want to put the lid on. Perfect. So I have some plants right there, like this. Had to take some pictures today. All right, let's see. Want to do the next plant, but first I want to clean my plate. Take out all the rest of the plants out. Want to spray with an isopropyl alcohol, 70% isopropyl alcohol. Want to wipe it first. Good. Spray again. Spray my hands. Spray the next test tube. I want to do the same thing with this other plant. So open the test tube, take my forceps, carefully remove the plant from the media. It has a lot of roots. This media is fairly soft. That's intended to be soft, so the roots don't get damaged when I pull them out. But I don't need the roots, so I want to cut this plant to do a little bit of subculturing. So I can cut that off. I cut the big leaves. Trim this down a little bit. Perfect, that looks good. Remove the cotyledons out. And I'm going to cut this in probably 3, or actually a little bit more, in 2. I want to leave this a little bit longer than the previous one. All right, and have my medium, which have a lot of condensation, so I just want to get rid of the water, so I can use my plate to get rid of the excess water, excess condensation that I have on the media. And then I will use
roots or shoots?
Take the plants. This is shoots. So this is for shoots. The one I just did previously, just a moment ago, that was roots. I'm sorry, the other way around. This is roots, and this is shoots.
You label it?
Yes, I will label this. So.
I can get you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Going to label this out. I want to make an actual proper label after I'm done, but just for now, so I don't forget, I want to just label this out here. So this we say this is roots. This Sharpie doesn't work. Oh, yeah, perfect. Oh, this one. One of these.
That's the better one, yeah.
Yep. Roots. So this is just for me to know what these are. After I'm done live streaming, I will make the proper labels for these plants. Shoots. Oops. So. Perfect. Okay. So I will move this out of the way. And let's get started with the other plants that I have. So I'm going to do some house plants. So I have a philodendron, Spirit Santi, that has been growing nicely. Want to transfer into new media. I have some experimental media I've been working with, and I want to test it out. So this is one of the plants that has grown really, really well for me, and it's just an overall good plant to experiment. It has a good market value, and it grows very well in tissue culture, so good plant to experiment with. So again, I will spray isopropyl alcohol. Wipe everything down with a paper towel. Spray again. So again, I have a philodendron Spirit Santi. I'm going to first remove all the wrap. Let me see, are there any questions here on YouTube or Instagram? So there's a question on YouTube that asking me that if I put any like coloring to the media. Actually, no, this media has charcoal. So this is a media that I've been working, developed for the plant that I was working with. And you saw when I pulled the plant out, the roots came out really easily. It's because the gel is a little bit softer. We especially developed this media for these seedlings. So when you pull them out, you don't destroy all the roots, because if the media is too hard, then the moment you pull them out, they just kind of destroy the roots. It's also good the media is dark, so it has a good root development. But it is charcoal, it's not ink, or it's not like any coloring. All right, so let's grab some of my tools to split the plants. I don't need these forceps. Set it to the side. Okay, a question. Does rooting hormone powder work with agar? So the powder is very, very, very concentrated. So 1 gram makes around 1 liter of concentrate, which is 1 milligram per milliliter. So if you are using the powder to make the media, it's just going to be impossible to measure, because 1 gram makes about 1,000 liters of media. So it's very difficult to to measure like that. So you make the, if you have the powder, you must make like a stock solution. So you use water and then you use some potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide to dilute it, so it gets in solution, and that way you can um, actually use the hormone. So you add like 1 milliliter in the media instead of like measuring the powder. All right, let's get this plant out of here. So check out this, the growth of these plants, growing very nicely, but there are some plants that are definitely needs some culturing. Some of these plants are starting to die. This media is also very, very solid, which I don't really like it as much. So what I'm going to do is I will split the clump. So I like to kind of take it and split it into first in half and start working on using smaller clumps. So I can use, I'll go like this to get some of the gel out, some of the old agar out of the roots. And then what I'm going to do is split it even further. So I'm going to start working with like smaller pieces. So I like to work with clumps. I don't like to split them, the plants individually. I could split them like every single plant individually, but it's just so much work. So I usually make a little clump, so like 3 to 5 plants each. I think it's more like time efficient because there is a balance between like being like there is like an economic balance where if you are too slow, I mean you're just losing money because it's taking you so much time, but if you are too fast you risk contamination. So you have to be patient with this. So I can split them enough plants, and I'm going to take some of my media. So again, this is some experimental media that I'm working with. So you see, I just taking a little, some pieces of clump. Instead of taking individual plants, I just take small pieces of clumps. There we go, so that's one. Can I name a few plants out of the top of my head I can use kinetin on, just starting, and that's the only hormone you have. So unfortunately, kinetin is one of the plants that, well, I'm sorry, it's one of the plant growth regulators that does require the use of an auxin. Kinetin by itself doesn't really work. It requires to have an auxin in the media to be able to function, because the way it is transported to the plant, you need an auxin to be able to transport the kinetin to the plant. So a lot of the times people ask me like, I'm using like a high amount of kinetin, but if that's the only thing that they're using in the media, it's probably not going to, it's not doing much, if anything at all. You need to use an auxin, something like NAA or IVA to be able to make it kinetin more effective. There we go. So this one has quite a few dead plants, so I just want to be quite selective here. So just like that. So there we go. So smaller clumps, and I'm working around all of the dead plant tissue. in the media. Going to re-sterilize my tools. All right. While I'm doing that, let me check some questions from YouTube. What is the most this is a question in Spanish, but I want to read it in English. What is the most complicated step in plant tissue culture? There is not really, well, obviously the most difficult part in plant tissue culture is the get the plant established in tissue culture. So the sterilization, that's by far the most complicated thing to do in plant tissue culture. So yeah, so that's definitely the most complicated part about plant tissue culture. After that, it's actually not very difficult. Plant tissue culture is not very difficult, but it just takes a lot of practice. So if you are interested into learning more, you can, we have the classes. Actually, we have a new class that we have announced. It's going to be on September 28 and 29. That's going to be our houseplant class. It's going to be online on Zoom. So anybody can take it from anywhere in the world. You don't have to be here in person. Now you want to be here in person and you are one of those hemp or cannabis growers as well, you can take, we also have, we're offering another class as well. That's going to be for those, that's going to be a special class for in person for cannabis. That's going to be on October. I don't know the exact dates on that one. I need to check it out. I can check it here in a moment. Or if anybody of the plant cell technology team that knows the dates of it, can you please put it here on the chat. I believe it's almost by the end of October. All right, so I'm splitting these plants, and you see I have this all of this clump, which is pretty much dead tissue. So I don't need that, so I just want to set it to the side. October 21st, 25th to the 27th. That's going to be an in-person class. I'm very excited. That's going to be a class for cannabis. It's going to have a lot of good information on it. There we go. One more. Let's see. So there is again in Spanish. I can see that again. I see another question in Spanish, or like saying the tissue culture media always had to have oxygen cytokinins, or is it, oh well, it's actually the question. Does the tissue culture media always need to have oxygen cytokinins, or they can be one of the same, or would they work like individually? So like just oxygen or just cytokinin? And the one that I have, the question was on kinetin. Kinetin, I don't know if that's the only plant that it does require to have an oxygen, but any, like, I know, like if I'm using BAP, I can just BAP in my media and it'll be okay. I don't need to have an oxygen to be able to have for BAP to work. Same thing for rooting. So a lot of the times when I'm trying to root plants, I don't use any cytokinins. It's just oxygens in the media. Something like most likely IVA. Where can I get a nice forceps like this? I don't remember where I got them from. This is kind of my personal set. Well, not this one. Hold on. So like this one and this one, these are my personal set that I go all the way, that I've been working from like university. So this is kind of my whole university career was done with this set. Have I ever had? Oh, well, hold on. Another question first. Yes, I'm using houseplant media that I have developed. It works great. And have I ever tried tissue propagate bamboo with tissue culture? I haven't tried doing bamboo in tissue culture. I have every now and then I have that question. Some people interested in doing bamboo tissue culture. I haven't done it. That may be a plan that if there is enough demand, I can do some work on it. Especially I can probably do like a case study. Currently working on some case studies with some plants, some of the most popular plants. Yeah, you are interested into basically anything that you need for to build your own lab. Like that can be say like even forceps or scalpels or anything that you can imagine to get started in your own lab. You can send us an email at info@plantcell.technology because there are some things that we don't have for sale in the Plant Cell Technology store. But that's something that we can definitely help you out, sort you out, and then we can help you out with that. We can also something that we don't really mention in the website, but we do like lab build-ups. Doesn't matter if it's like a home lab or if it's like a commercial lab. We can help you out. We work with any lab size. So you want to have like a turnkey tissue culture lab, we can definitely do that. Do I prefer the plastic Petri dish instead of stainless steel? It's glass. This Petri dish is glass. I kind of got used to working with glass. I know some people like to sterilize like disposable paper plates, and that also works great. I think that's probably one of the best way to do tissue culture. You are using like disposable plates where after you're done working with one plant, you change plate. I prefer to wipe my plate down. But that's kind of personal preference. I kind of got used to do work like this, with just wiping down my plate and clean it, sterilize it again. Some people like to work with paper. That's kind of my least favorite, working with paper or like paper towels. Just because personal preference, that's it. Yeah, so concentration of activated charcoal, typically between 1 to 2 grams per liter of media. Make sure to get some good charcoal for the media, because there are different grades of charcoal, and you want like very fine charcoal powder. And well, I've been testing some charcoal that we are going to have very soon available as well on the website. So like the charcoal that I'm using here as well, it's going to be available pretty soon on the website. So if you are interested into getting some charcoal for your plant tissue culture, you can send us an email. So you see, so one of the beauties about plant tissue culture is that the amount of multiplication that you get. So this clump of plants came from one single container, and from one container I'm getting hundreds of plants. It just took like a couple of months. Let me see. This is from September of last year, so it's almost a year old container. But basically, I start like this with a couple of plants in my container. Oh, I just realized I need to get closer here to the people on Instagram so they can see what I'm doing better. But so this is how I start my container, just like this, and in about a year I get about like 500 plants. So I can go from one container to potentially like close to like 20 new ones. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Plant Technology has been amazing helping us setting out our tissue culture project. We have everything we need. I highly recommend working with them. Take the masterclass too, worth every penny. Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to get to provide as much information, quality information for everybody who takes the class. So the goal is basically everybody who takes the class can be able to start their own lab. So they can you are working on, like, let's say you have the hobby of working with plants. I mean, pretty much everybody who is in the live stream does or likes to work with plants and are interested in plant tissue culture. But let's say it doesn't matter what your other job is in, like your day-to-day work is. Like, you can be a nurse, you can be an engineer, you can be I don't know, something like an electrician or on anything, and you can learn how to do this. So you're working on a job that you may don't like as much, but you like to grow plants. You can potentially change your hobby into like a business where you can start growing your own plants and start selling them. And like I said, this is something that everybody can do. In the class, we have people as young as, I believe, as 16, and as old as retired age. So from any age can take the class and learn how to do tissue culture. Like I say, it is not very complicated, but there's just a couple of key points about it. So you see, I'm just trying to remove some of these plants out of the clump. Want to remove some of this old media. There we go. Also, just a reminder. As a reminder, we are, if you are not aware, we are giving away a BioTilt. BioTilt is our new automated temporary mesh bioreactor system that it has basically, since we started using it, we have seen very good increments on the growth of the plants using the biocouplers. So the biocouplers were already great. We have a good increment of the multiplication rate of the plants compared to media in gel. However, now that we started using automation of the biocoupler, we have seen a really big jump in the multiplication rate of the plants. So I have a couple of case studies working right now at the same time, working with different plants, and then I comparing like the growth on the plants in media, in like this media with like agar, and media in like the biocouplers, and the difference is absolutely massive. There is basically no comparison. It is really incredible. So we are giving away one biotilt. So you want to get a free biotilt, make sure to enter the giveaway competition. For more details, check our Instagram page on how to enter the competition. But you have to do it fast because you only have until the end of the month to enter the competition. All right, so look how clear this media is. This media, I don't know, you can see it well in camera, but it's crystal clear. This media is made with a gel and gum, with the plant cell technology gel and gum, which has one of the clearest tissue culture media you can get. There we go. Yeah, I love the biocouplers. Yeah, the biocouplers are great. Let's see how much media. Oh, I still have some more media. Okay. Yeah, if there are any more questions you may have, feel free to ask any questions. So question is, what auxins and cytokinins recommended to get started? So depends on the plants. You're working with house plants. I mean, the main media that I use for house plants is BAP for multiplication and IVA for rooting. Question on Instagram: where can I take the class in person? So the class in person, check our bio, your Instagram, check our bio for more information on the master classes. But currently, the only in-person classes that we have are the cannabis. So you are interested in the cannabis class, check out our bio. The class, or we are located here in Washington, D.C. So the class is going to be in person. Again, it's October 21st to the 25th to the 27th. It's a 3-day class. We go to a lot of material. Like we go to a lot of we go to a lot of like material from the class. So we go from like how to make media, how to select the explants, how to sterilize seeds, plants, media compositions, embryo rescue. We do like shoot apical merisstems under the microscope. We do plant conservation using like synthetic seeds and some other methods. And we do a bunch more stuff during the class. Let me just finish these plants. I think that's good. All right, so let me clean my plate. Okay, so I'm done with subculturing, but I have a lot of media to pour. I have 7 liters of media to pour. So let me just give me 1 second to clean this up. All right, let's see some questions. Oh, Locaron, Pennsylvania. Yeah, definitely not too far. Can take the train or drive. I honestly don't recommend to drive around DC. Parking is really expensive. So and DC has a really one of the greatest, if not the best, public transportation system. So like the metro is fantastic. So everybody who visits Washington DC, I highly recommend you to come on a plane or on the train, and then just take the metro. It's just so great. You can get anywhere in the metro. So this is done. I want to move these containers, and then I'll bring some of the media to pour here in a second. Okay, I need to change the camera because I want to be pouring media. So let me just change the camera angle. There we go. Have to move this over here. Just tie this down. All right, I have 14 biocouplers right here. Check this out, 14 biocouplers. So this is why the biocouplers is the best temporary immersion bioreactor system, because look, I have 14 ready to go right here in one. I mean, this is an all-American pressure cooker, which is a really big pressure cooker, but still, if you're using one of the smaller pressure cookers, the one I used to use in the past was 23 quarts. I still was able to fit 11 of these temporary immersion bioreactors, the biocouplers, in one pressure cooker. If you are using some of the other systems that use the air and everything, that has like 2 bottles, or they are just, or they have I don't know how to call them, but they have so many pieces, you can only fit maybe 1, maybe 2. If you are lucky, maybe you maybe feel like 4 or 5, but this, I have 14 temporary immersion bioreactor systems right here. And I'm going to pour media here in a second. Well, I guess, need to take them out. So they don't have any media yet, so I sterilized the biocouplers empty, and I made the media separate, and I'm about to pour the media. Yeah, thank you for watching all the videos. Thank you. Look at that, 14 biocouplers. right here. So let me go grab the medium and let's get it start pouring. All right, I have some my media. It's a special blend. That's why the color looks like that. Let me see how I do this. So the way I like to do this is I make my media in jars. This is liquid media, so it doesn't have any agar or any gelling agent. So it's great for, let me see if I can, let me move this over here because I cannot get in this on the camera. I think that's better. I don't need this anymore either. There we go, that's better. All right, so I forgot what I was saying. Let me think what I'm saying. Let me think. So no, the cannabis class is not online. Currently it's only in person. Maybe in the future we will make an online version of the cannabis class. So questions about the biocouplers. Are there different turning periods with the biocoupler, or 12 hours is the way to go? So currently I'm working on a case study with different types of plants, and I'm doing different types of immersion. So I have one that is doing 12 hours and I'm doing 8 hours. And so far I have found that 8 hours works better for the plants. Have a higher amount of multiplication rate. Now, if you don't have a biotilt, like a biotilt, I do highly recommend to get a biotilt to automatically flip them, because doing this by hand every 8 hours is going to be really, really difficult to do if you don't have a way to automatically flip them. So if you are want to really get into massive propagation numbers, I really highly recommend to check out the biotilt. And if you don't know what the biotilt is, I can show it to you in a moment after I pour this media. So I want to pour 5 jars at a time. So I do 200 milliliters to each. Oh, I think I remember what I was saying. So one of the things that I love about the biocouplers as well is because I'm working with liquid media, I can wait. So I can make my media and then I can come back the next day, which I don't have to worry about the gelling agent turning the media solid. So this media is liquid, and even if whenever it cools down, right now it's still hot, but even after it cools down, you can even pour it when it's cold, because it's not going to solidify. But it just this media just came out of the autoclave today, and it's still kind of warm. So I'm just going to put a paper towel here so I can just grab it with my hand, because it's still a little warm to touch. So pour 200 milliliters of media into each. That's done. There we go. So that's 5 done. I think I have like 23 more to go. 7 liters, 7.5. Is it 7 liters? No, I think it's 6.5 liters what I'm doing today. All right, I have seen some ads that claim to sell clean tissue culture. What does that mean? Well, I believe what they mean when they mention that clean tissue culture is that the plants are free of any diseases. So some plants, like let's say cannabis, for example, is very propense to have any like viroids, to get a virus or viroids. So plants in tissue culture, when they sell when they mention that they sell clean plants, is that they are free of viruses. So you don't have to worry about your, let's say, about having to quarantine your plants. Like if you have a nursery and then you're getting new plants, it's always essential to quarantine your plants. Otherwise, you can risk exposing all your plants to contaminants. You never know like where the plants came from, so it's always better to quarantine your plants. But if you have plants from tissue culture from a reputable seller, then that means that those plants are virus free, so they are probably even cleaner than your plants that you are already growing. So sure, would like to do the tail thing. So they're usually submerged. So again, I'm doing the experiments on like immersion time. So typically it's 1 minute the immersion time for the plants in biocouplers. All right, I need to get more biocouplers, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Yeah, make sure to anytime you are sourcing plants, to get it from somebody who is um, a reputable seller. So let's move this over here. I need one more biocoupler. Oh, I forgot the media. Okay, more media. Oh wow. I actually just started watching Breaking Bad. Like I just started watching like 2 weeks ago, so that's kind of funny. Also, do you see how I'm kind of staging the jars so they are not like one behind each other? So when I'm poured, they still have some of the airflow. They still have some of the clean airflow coming to the jars. So I'm not obstructing the airflow when I'm pouring the media. Is there any advantage of using liquid media instead of agar? Yes, massive difference. I can show you. If you stay here for a moment, I will show you what the difference is. Just give me let me pour this one and I'll show you. Massive difference, you will see. Okay, so let me grab some the biocoppers that we're working on, and I will show you the difference between solid media with agar and biocoppers. So give me 1 second. All right, so check this out. These are bananas. These are bananas, the exact same age. I got them. I put them on media at the exact same time. The media is exactly the same. When I made the media, I made all the media in one single container, and then I separate the media for biocopper, so the liquid media, and then on the rest of the media, I added the agar. So they are the exact same media. The only difference is this one has agar and this one doesn't. This one is liquid, and this has been growing in the biotute, in the biocoppers, in the biotute. So they have been flipped every 8 hours, and look at the difference. I actually want to change camera to make it look so you can see it better. So this is the plants in the biocoupler, grown in the biotilt. Look at that, the grow. And these are plants, the exact same plants, the same age. You still have a good multiplication rate, but the growth difference, the amount of the size difference is just very, very drastic. It's so much difference. Look at that. So that's the advantage of growing plants in liquid media using the biocoupler. And very soon I will release an entire case study on these bananas. So I'm not only have these two. The whole study was multiple biocouplers and multiple plants in media, and they were been growing for the last 10 weeks. And I've been taking pictures of every single plant. It's been a lot of work, but I've been taking pictures of every single plant and collecting data. And hopefully very soon, within the next few weeks, we're going to release on the website and also on YouTube. I'm also going to make a video about it, of everything that I did, how I cut the plants, how I sterilize them, and then everything. So the challenges that I had during this last 10 weeks, and the growth difference. So the growth of the plants in media, solid media, and then liquid media. All right. Okay, just gotta find more biocouplers. I'm kind of running out of space, so I will start pouring one, opening only one at a time. So the meat is not as hot anymore, so I can start pouring without using the paper towel. Set to the side. Yeah, the difference in size, the growth, the size is just massive. And yeah, so this is a system where you can definitely grow many plants very, very fast. And if you are interested, again, we are giving away one biotilt. We are giving away one biotilt, so for more to enter the giveaway competition, go to our Instagram page and check out the details there. How long will it take for one of the subculture plants to get bigger and produce roots? Are you talking about the bananas? Please let me know you're talking about the bananas. Because if it's the bananas, it actually doesn't take that long. I can just change the media, like I'm doing right now. I can basically just switch the media, take this media out, put rooting media in, and they will root in like 2 weeks. Oh, you were talking about the philodendrons. Yeah, that was what I was asking the question, like which plants you were referring to. Um, so they are growing. I subculture them back into more multiplication media. So they will not grow that big. They will still use multiply like the ones I just took out. So they will not get that big and they will not grow that many roots. So, but I can just change the media. Well, the thing is, philodendrons are very different. Some they take much longer to root than others. Like the spirusanti usually is very easy to root, so that doesn't take that long, maybe about a month to root. Well, thank you so much. Much love, Francisco. Thank you so much. What media for the banana? Very easy. I will make their full report, but the media for the bananas is basically just the MS media, the traditional MS media, but you need a lot of cytokinins, so you need a lot of BAP. So I'm using 5 milliliters per liter of BAP, and that's it. So it's full MS, 30 grams of sugar, 1 milliliter of ppm, and 5 milliliters of BAP. Basically, and the reason why it takes so long, so much auxin is because, so much cytokinin or so much BAP is because bananas, I mean, you look how the banana grows, it just grows as a single plant. It has a very dominant, very high apical dominance where it just grows one plant. So to multiply, you can chop the plant off, but usually you chop the plant off and you just come straight back in. But every now and then you will see some new shoots coming from the sides. So what we're trying to do in tissue culture with the medium is to make the plant think that it has been cut, and then send more shoots, some more lateral shoots. But to do that on bananas, it just requires a lot of cytokinins, so a lot of BAP to do that. Yeah, saludos hasta Chile. And thanks for the follow. All right, this is another can of media. It's green on purpose. It's actually was supposed to be blue, but it turned green. So Gen 0 plants are plants, basically plants that just came out of tissue culture. So they can be new crosses or just plants, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it came from callus. I had so many biocouplers. Had 28 biocouplers here. I almost done pouring. Can I use food coloring as dye? Yes, you can use food coloring to dye your media. Do not use that much food coloring because otherwise the plants will change color. So just use a little bit. Or I have 1 more liter. All right, so last liter of media. and then we're done for today. Let me check something now, pretty quick. There we go, it stays there. Do you start in biocoupler or start solid and move? I do recommend to start solid first, to start on solid media first. The reason, I mean, you can start on both. You can start directly on biocoupler, you can start directly in solid media. However, I do recommend you to start on solid media, particularly, let's say, on test tubes like this. And the reason is because, I mean, just look how much media I'm pouring into each biocoupler. I mean, I'm pouring 200 milliliters of media into each biocoupler compared to 25 milliliters here. So I recommend to start on test tubes, let it grow, let it establish, make sure there is no contamination growing on the plant, then transfer to biocouplers. That's just kind of my personal opinion, just so you can save some money, because if you are using the biocouplers and if they go contaminated because maybe you didn't have like the proper aseptic conditions, or maybe you're just getting started, so you just maybe have a little mistake there and it got contaminated, it's better to lose 25 milliliters of media in a test tube than lose 200 in a biocoupler. This is the 16 ounces. If you're using the small, like 8 ounces, you're still using like 100 milliliters of media. So it's still quite a bit of media compared. You can do 4 test tubes instead of like 1 biocoupler. I've been doing tissue culture for a long time, so I do feel comfortable starting directly into biocoupler. But if you're just getting started, just start on solid media first. Last 2 biocouplers. Has activated charcoal has been successful so far on houseplants? Yeah, on some houseplants, yeah, for sure. The charcoal that I've been using is mostly on the cannabis and orchids. On houseplants, I haven't done much charcoal. I don't find it that necessary to use charcoal on houseplants. It can be useful, but at the moment I'm not using charcoal on most of my houseplants. So I'm done pouring medium. I want to turn the hood off so it's much quieter now, to take the mass out as well. Let's see, couple more questions here. I see mostly MS media use. I hear DKW is also very good. What is the difference, and what should I consider as an alternative? So yeah, so the most universal media for most plants is always been MS media. DKW is a media that it was made optimized for walnut trees. So plants that usually are like woody plant material, or the plants that don't like that much water, they are susceptible to hyperhydration. They do work better using DKW media. It has a higher concentration. I believe is a phosphorus or potassium. I believe it's phosphorus. It also has a little bit more nitrogen. So plants like cannabis does benefit a little bit better from DKW compared to to MS. But you want like full, like say full media ingredients for some plants, you can also we have consultations, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. I have all my biocouplers here. I'm just going to very quick, just one last thing. I want to show you the BioTil because I've been talking a lot about the BioTil. Maybe you didn't even know what the BioTil is. So I want to grab this other camera and I want to go like this. See, hey everybody. So I want to take this camera. I want to show you the BioTils very quick, so you can, you know what it is and what I'm talking about. I also have my phone. Let me. Oh, never mind. My phone is dead. Yep. Unfortunately, my phone is dead. I was going to show you how I till the BioTil using my phone, but I want to show you the BioTil anyways. Look all my beautiful plants. But yeah, this is the BioTil. So this is the temporary immersion bioreactor system. So this is the tower. So you see it goes all the way to pretty much all the way to the ceiling. So it's 4 BioTils, one on top of each other, and each BioTil holds up to 25 temporary immersion bioreactor system, up to 25 BioTils, depending on the size of the jar. So you can see right here that it holds the all the way from the 8 ounces, which are smaller than this, all the way to like the 32 ounces, which is 1/4 of a liter. I'm sorry, 1/4 of a gallon. But these are the 16 ounces. If you're using the 16 ounces, the 8, 12, or 16 ounces, then it will hold 5 deep, and it will hold 25. So we started calling this the BT25. However, it does fit different bottles. So if you are using the bigger jars, it only fits 4 deep, so it will fit 20. So it will be like the BT20. But we have it stacked 4 on top of each other. And if I will be using all the same size, then that would mean I will have 100 temporary immersion bioreactors here all at the same time. But this is, everything is working on a timer. Everything is automatic. Control basically with my phone from anywhere in the world. All you need is a Wi-Fi connection, and it works great. You need one more information on the BioTil, on how to get one. You can just send us an email at info@plantcelltechnology. You can just check the website as well, plantcelltechnology.com. Again, we are giving away one of these, not a whole tower, just one of these. We're currently running a giveaway for one person. Is going to get one of these BioTils. You have to be in the United States, so unfortunately no international people, because we are giving it away and shipping is quite expensive. So it's going to be just for people here in the United States. There is a giveaway. For more information on how to enter, you have to go to our Instagram page. You will see all the details, but basically all you have to do is record a video of yourself and just let us know why you want a BioTil and how you want to use it and why it will benefit you, your needs, how it will benefit your needs, what plants you're working with, stuff like that. Just make a fun video, and then at the end of the month, on August 31st, we're going to choose a winner, and we're going to send you one of these. So that's pretty much it for me. Let me just return back to my desk. There we go. Go back to my desk. Let's see, any more questions? I think that was it. So, well, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for being here on the live streams. I will see you next week. If you haven't seen, we have a video on orchid seed sterilization with our intern Anna. She has been doing a great, fantastic job here as an intern, and she made a video all by herself. That's all her job. She made a video on how to sterilize orchid seeds directly. She did the green pot method, and she did a fantastic job. So we're just waiting hopefully to see we're going to get a bunch of orchids growing. Well, thank you so much, and then yeah, go check that video out, and I will see you next Friday on another live stream around 4 p.m. Going to have another live stream. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you later.